Greetings, middle school parents, from another beautiful day here on the St. Mary's Academy campus. Well, as you might imagine, the campus is full of energy and buzz as we are only 1 week away, actually less than 1 week away from the start of a new school year. In fact, earlier this week, all of our new and returning teachers started and are just full of energy as they're getting ready to welcome your child onto campus. Now, as you probably know, this is a pretty special year for St. Mary's Academy as we're celebrating 160 years of being a school here in Denver. Now, I can't really think of many other things in Denver or Colorado that have been around for 160 years, which just tells you how special this community is and how special the legacy of those who've come before us have been in this community. And we're so excited to welcome you and your family back into that legacy as we start a new school year. So although school starts next Thursday, we have welcome conferences on Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, I think most people have signed up for a time, and I hope you'll make sure to come. This is a really special time for your child to come see the campus, set up their locker, say hi to their cat teacher, maybe see a few friends. And it may seem kind of simple on the surface, but what's so special about it is if you can get your locker set up, if you can feel like you know where your classes are, it just makes that first day of school feel so much easier. You're not as nervous. We already know there's a lot of nervous energy on that first day. So please make sure to come to the welcome conferences just to help make that first day even smoother. Now, when you come onto campus, you're going to see a bunch of different changes. We have a new classroom in the library in the middle school. If you stop by Bishop Evans Sports Center, you're going to see that they completely redid the inside. It looks amazing in there. Same with the lower school gym. There's a number of other different updates. But it's not just on campus where we've made some updates. We actually have a couple places that you might see online and some different changes. So for example, if you go to the parent portal for the middle school, you will see that we've completely revamped our middle school parent portal to have all the details, information, dates, calendars for you to more easily keep track of what's going on in the middle school. I know there are a million things that every family is asked to remember and keep track of, and we hope that this will be a really helpful way to increase our communication between school and home. So please click on the link in this email so that you can see what's there. We've also updated a couple policies around the middle school to start the school year that I want to remind you about. So one is we updated our dress code again. And if you might recall, middle of summer, we made a few changes that were based on feedback that we received from parents, from students. And as we promised throughout last year, we were going to continue to listen to that and then make some changes based on what we felt like really were best for our community. So please make sure to look at the linked dress code in this email so that your child can feel like when they come to campus, they're ready to go. Secondly, we also updated our personal device policy. Now, you might be aware that there is a lot of buzz right now in schools around cell phone use and smartwatches, and should students have cell phones and smartwatches. Now, in the middle school at St. Mary's Academy, we've always said cell phones and smartwatches are not allowed during the school day, and we've asked that students stow them in their lockers. However, we've found it harder and harder to actually monitor that. So based off a bunch of research, checking in with some of our peer schools here in the Denver area, we've decided to move forward with having students check in any cell phone or smartwatch with their cat teacher in the morning. It'll be safely stowed away and then given back to them at the end of the school day. More information about that policy, as well as some specific resources that explain why we did this and what the research says, are also linked in this email, and I encourage you to take a look at that. In fact, what would be even more helpful in addition to looking at the personal device policy is to restrict your child from actually bringing a personal device to school. I know that it's really common, especially at the high school level, for kids to take cell phones to school, but there's actually very little reason that most students would need to have a cell phone or a smartwatch at school. And so we ask, if at all possible, please stop your child from bringing that device from school. They can leave it in the car, they can leave it at home. We know that every situation is a little different. Some people do need to have a device come to school, but in that case, they can check it in with their cat teacher. Just one more reminder, at welcome conferences, students will get their school supplies. And if you haven't already, please make sure to sign or to pay for your school supplies using the link and the email in this email. And if you've already paid for it, great. Thanks so much for already taking care of that. So I know a lot of information there. But we are so excited to welcome your child, to get us rolling into a new year, and hope you have a wonderful couple days before the whole new year starts. Thanks so much. Take care.